That was a very
sound like a bong hit.
That was a very long sip you took, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You are a long sipper.
Long sipper, all right. God fucking damn it.
Welcome to WeNeedWrestling, everybody.
What's up?
I'm going to start this off with a disclaimer. You can probably already tell.
What are you talking about, DJ?
Yeah, Brett thinks I sound like Professor Frink. I have been suffering through allergies all week, which has developed into cold symptoms, but it's not a cold because they come and go. Sore throat into a little bit of a cough. I'm going to try and be mindful and turn away from the microphone when I have to cough or shut it off. This is what I sound like.
What are you talking about?
So I'm going to try and we're going to do this thing, but this is how I sound. Brett can attest to me tonight how I went downhill very quickly.
It was a rapid decline.
Yeah. So
sure was.
So that's where we're at. So I guess just fucking deal with it. And once the trees stop unfolding their leaves up here on the mountain, maybe I'll be a little better.
Once they stop.
But I am full of allergies.
Stop coming.
Right. Well, once it starts coming, you don't stop coming. But
wise man once said.
I am full of Zyrtec.
And I'm full of piss and vinegar.
I've been taking 2 Allegras a day. I got Mucinex in me.
Dude, you're
right
really
now
loaded up, brother.
To stop the cough. My right eye is watery. But we're here to talk wrestling because we need wrestling, especially after the Sixers just shit the bed.
Welcome to my life of Brett, my life of pain.
My prediction, pain.
Marauder was right, man. Life is fucking pain.
There you go. Existence is punishment.
Ooh, crowbar.
It's been a long time since we've recorded this late.
It is.
The episodes have been dropping a little earlier. But it's going to be a little later tonight here, but that's all right. Back to the way it was. But yeah, we got wrestling to talk about from the week. But before we get to that, Brett, my dude, how are you, pal?
That's a loaded question right now.
Okay.
Barring
the last 3 hours.
I'm on an emotional roller coaster of highs and lows this week.
Okay.
I got a new roof on my house.
Yep.
I got false hope given to me by my basketball team.
That's true.
Other than that, I'm good, man.
It's
almost a freaking weekend.
It is.
It's smoked meatloaf weekend.
It is.
So
what more could you ask for?
I'm ready to party.
It doesn't matter. Next year, this time we're gonna be big 3 ball players. So they're fans. So it doesn't matter, not players, but fans.
I was saying, what world are we going to be
right.
playing in the big 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I might be able to hit an open shot.
I would say, what chance do you think I would have on the court against Nate Robinson?
None.
Okay.
Not even a little bit. No.
Even though I'm like 7 or 8 inches taller than him.
Brother, he'd cross you up and you're just done.
That's true.
Yeah.
He'd cross me up and it was just not even looking at me.
Yeah, you're just like a fucking turtle on its back.
Yeah. I can get down in a good defensive stance, but he's going to smoke me otherwise.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah.
All right.
Truthfully in life, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, pal. I'm good. A good week, you know?
It's all that matters.
Busy week, work week.
Good.
He's currently rearranging the kitchen behind me.
Hi, Buggy.
Yeah, other than the way that I sound, I don't feel that sick. I'm just more annoyed.
I hate being stuffy.
And
I've gotten I was when I was like back-to-back sick in the winter this year, man. Oh, it was fucking brutal. Like just all stuffed up. I hated life.
Right.
And that's one thing I do hate is being stuffed up. So I sympathize with you right now.
Yeah, it sucks. But you know, I live in the woods.
You do.
And I'm allergic to tree pollen.
Good spot to live in the woods.
I got feather pillows on my couch, and I'm allergic to feathers.
Good.
I'm allergic to dust.
Oh my
I'm allergic to cats and dogs.
Well,
so
you're putting yourself through it.
But it's usually manageable. But this time of year, it just fucking crushes me. But otherwise, I'm fantastic.
Your fucking teeth kicked in over here, pal.
Ignore the sound of my voice to judge the quality of my life. You do. You always, yes.
Thank you. Cool.
Yeah, you look good. Want me to put it on there permanently?
Yeah.
It's really just run like a safety pin through your cheek or something. Yeah.
For those of you at home, I'm currently holding a rubber band up to my cheek.
Yes. It's like I'm here with Super Mario himself.
Was it? If you do drugs, you go to hell. I think that was the PSA.
Was it?
Yeah.
Michael PSA?
Oh my god! If you do drugs, you go to hell.
All right.
Yeah, dude. All right. Let's
talk wrestling.
Party. Let's rock.
Do you have
party rock?
Good sir. Any wrestling news to talk about at this very moment?
Nothing that hasn't been confirmed yet.
Okay.
There's the obvious carrots being dangled out there, but
I'm
not gonna. I don't deal in rumor and innuendo.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't have anything over my way.
Okay.
My way or the highway. This time I'm going to let it all come out. This time I'm going to stand up and shout.
Wow.
I'm going to do things my way.
It's your way or the highway, brother.
Fuck. Biscuit, Jesus.
You know what's a really bad movie soundtrack that really dates it? Daredevil.
You're an insane person for watching this. I need to pull the soundtrack. Go on with your wrestling news.
Okay, well, while he does that, I have just Googled pro wrestling news on Google.com. Top stories. From wrestling headlines, AEW to possibly reignite legendary pro wrestling feud. That is the rumor that CM Punk wants Samoa Joe to be on Phil and Friends on Saturday evenings.
Oh, this is real bad.
It's a real bad soundtrack. Is it like Saliva and Evanescence and Nickelback?
Josie Scott Saliva.
Uh-huh.
Fuel, The Calling, Saliva, Seether, Nickelback, Drowning Pool featuring Rob Zombie.
Yep.
The Nappy Roots, Moby, Evanescence, of course, Bring Me to Life.
Yeah.
Chevelle.
They play
Hoobastank.
They play Evanescence when Daredevil dives off a building and jumps from like window washing cart to window washing cart.
Boys Sets Fire.
Yeah.
I used to think they were all right.
Yeah.
Autopilot Off. I saw them at the Staircase.
Okay.
Another Evanescence song, Finger 11.
Sure.
12. That's real. What year was this? What was it? 04? 03? That's pure 2003.
That was 2003 that movie came out?
Yep.
This movie looks like it came out in the dark in 1994. That movie stinks, but it's fascinating. Every wrong decision. But anyway, next up, Eddie Guerrero wanted to quit pro wrestling just months before he passed away, according to Chavo. Chavo is bored and or trying to get a paycheck from somebody.
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, super idiot. Let's see. More news. The Rock reveals how pro wrestling saved relationship with his daughter Simone. Let's see. Former WWE star Sid is not on Twitter. I don't know why that's news.
Oh, because there was like an account where he was tweeting out like how bad Sasha Banks is and she's not a real star and stuff.
Oh.
But it's like one of those parody accounts.
Yeah, but it's not actually Sid.
Just like, when Buff Bagwell was on Twitter.
2-time tag team champion gearing up for a pro wrestling return.
Who's that?
I don't know.
Is it Miro?
I don't know. Ringside News from a day ago. Mark Jindrak.
Wow.
Hasn't wrestled since 2018.
Dude, you want to go see Gene Snitsky wrestle? Down at Battleground?
I do not.
Why not, man?
He followed me on Instagram. He follows me on. He used to follow me on Instagram because I drew that picture of him and Heidenreich that one time, and he really liked it.
I really like your poems.
I like what you do to babies. Mark Jindrak said, lately,
one of my disaster pieces.
Lately, I've been getting into good shape again, so I feel like a resurgence. I don't think you can announce your own resurgence.
No.
I kind of have an itch to take some more wrestling shows, but maybe that could see me wrestle more in the United States. I don't know. That's the one thing I look back on, and I have a little bit of regret. I wish I would have maybe cut Mexico a little earlier and come back and did some stuff in the United States. I think there's still a chapter to write, honestly.
Man, I wish...
Sean O'Hare didn't die, me too.
Like, yeah, dude. Sean O'Hare was...
Yep.
I like that. I like that gimmick.
Right? It says right, Mark Jindrak is 2-time WCW Tag Team Champion with Sean O'Hare.
And who else was... it was... Who else was having that series in WCW? Was it Chuck Palumbo
Yeah.
and Sean Stasiak?
Yeah, Crazy-Ack on Planet Stasiak.
Oh, man. Fuck.
Yep.
Dude, Sean here. I
Was it Jindrak that was supposed to be in Evolution?
It was, yeah.
But it was a mystery.
Yeah, and then it ended up being old Big Dave.
Oh, Big Dave. Speaking of Big Dave,
God, I love Big Dave.
Right. Let's see what else is going on here. Nothing else.
All right.
Really nothing else. Just the Rock thing over and over again. So that's it for news, everybody.
All right.
Because we're not going to speculate about where billions of dollars are going or
who's going on where and
anything
what show
like that in any capacity.
No. So
that's not our job. We don't deal with rumor and innuendo.
We sure don't. Sir.
And I am almost positive most of you out there do not want to listen to this voice for more time than necessary. So let's.
You poor thing.
I feel relatively fine.
Do you want me to carry you?
No, it's all right.
Carry you, brother.
Listen, it's gonna be real hard.
Call it.
It's real difficult to get me to not run my mouth. So I feel kind of okay.
All right,
but
listen, you have a big weekend ahead.
Well, I do have a big weekend, but like, I'm not gonna eat meatloaf. But like,
meatloaf.
I don't want to keep going back to this, but like, I don't feel sick. I just, you know what I mean? It sounds like I have a cold, but I don't feel like I have a cold.
I've been there before, man.
It's just stinky. But anyway, let's talk some wrestling and see how long this shit'll last.
Let's do it. So,
what'd you watch, pal?
In America,
wait a minute, that's where we are currently.
I watched 2 matches from Backlash.
Don't tell anybody, but I did too.
You watched more than that.
I watched 2 matches from Backlash.
Oh, really? I thought you said. Did you watch the main event?
I did.
You didn't watch the first match?
What was the first match?
Bianca Belair and Io Sky.
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, brother.
Oh, yeah?
Dude, they fucking tore the house down.
That stinks. I should have watched it.
Oh, my God.
So I was watching just real late last night. Because of this, I've been in bed early, but last night I was feeling the best I had all week. So, like, I stayed up till, like, 1 just watching a bunch of wrestling. So we didn't have just AEW to talk about on the show today. But no, I skipped it.
Brother.
Yeah.
It was.
I honestly didn't even look at the card. If I had looked at the card, I would have saw that and probably watched it.
It was absolutely.
But
incredible.
I watched the 2 that people were talking about.
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Best EO match on the main roster for sure.
Yeah. Crowd
was super behind EO.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny because Bianca's a pure white meat babyface.
Bianca getting booze.
Oh.
It was that crowd was absolutely electric.
The matches I watched, they were incredible.
It was just a pure party.
Yeah.
Go listen to Viewer's Choice if you want to run down from that last week of Marcus and Tim. They really nailed it. Except Tim and your outlandish takes.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude, it was incredible.
Yeah.
The star of the night, fucking Bailey. What up, man?
Was that match that she had those pants? Oh, okay.
That was an all-timer right there.
For sure.
Oh, Bailey.
Yep.
But yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Okay,
dude.
cool.
It was so good.
Good.
And then the other one that I watched was The Bad Bunny.
You didn't watch the main event?
I didn't.
Oh, man. You should have. You should have.
It was The Bad Bunny.
I watched this. Yeah.
And Damian Priest.
Mm-hmm.
The first time Damian Priest has been like acceptable to me in the WWE.
So here's the thing. This match goes 25 minutes. Everyone was talking about it, and so I watched it. And listen, this should have been the main event.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Listen to that crowd and tell me that this shouldn't have been the main event.
It was like, dude, Bad Bunny's entrance.
Yeah,
it was a party.
It was.
It was a full blown party.
So, but what I'm going to say about this match, and this might shock people, and listen, I'm a reasonable man. I tend not to exaggerate if I don't need to. But I'll say it right here, maybe shock some people. Kudos to Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Damian Priest was brilliant in his simplicity in this match.
Yep.
He didn't do any more than he had to because he's not the star. He just had to play villain. He had to play bad guy.
The star's Bad Bunny.
And bad guys don't get the flashy shit to do. Nope. So he played that role damn near perfectly. You know, his moves were powerful. He knew how to get the crowd like against him if he needed to. I mean, they were already against him right away, but he was working great heel stuff. just a really fucking good job all the way around in that match. And I didn't think I'd ever say that about Damian Priest, and I saw some reports saying that WWE now considers him a main eventer. I think that's a mistake. I think you can't take this crowd reaction and put it anywhere else in the company. You know, you run Damian Priest in a main event in Akron, Ohio, and he's going to get chased out of the fucking building. But he did his fucking job here exactly how he had to do, and Bad Bunny fucking killed it, man.
Dude, Bad Bunny rocks.
Bad Bunny killed it. Just hitting a Michinoku driver like
right out of the
5
gate.
minutes
it
in.
Was crazy.
If that is nuts.
Crazy.
Even commentary said Bad Bunny and Damian Priest headlining the night, and I was like,
they had to bill it as a double main event,
but there was a match in between.
I know, which is weird,
right?
But yeah, they had to bill a double main event.
I don't give a shit.
Hitting a Michinoku driver, hitting a Falcon Arrow,
right? Yeah, the Bad Bunny pop, ladies and gentlemen,
dude, Bad Bunny.
And then you get in this match, you get the Bad Bunny pop. Then you get the fucking Carlito pop.
Crazy.
Then you get the Savio Vega pop.
Crazy.
Right? Nuts. Then you get fucking Bad Bunny doing a figure four and commentary crediting it to Ric Flair. Mm-hmm. You're in Puerto Rico. You credit that shit to Carlos Colon.
Damn right.
And no one else. That was his finish.
Yeah.
It's the way it fucking works. Ray having the old Ultimo Dragon teeth in his mask. Because Ultimo, remember, he still came out in the beginning with the teeth. That was weird. I think if I'm the WWE, and I saw a report today, they said that recently Brock Lesnar popped hot on a drug test. They said, well, the policy doesn't apply to Brock.
Of course.
I think you need to toss that policy out and sign Carlito.
Dude, he looked awesome. I did like that. I think he was the next day on Twitter. I think he tweeted out the price went up, brother.
Oh, yeah. Good. But seriously, sign him. Why not?
Yeah.
Get whatever nostalgia you can out of Carlito while he looks like $1 million.
He looked awesome.
And Savio, the thing that was really interesting to me about Savio
when he threw the thrust kick and then did the Quang pose.
Yes.
Save.
But no, I mean, that was awesome. But Savio is a very good worker. And I wish the hairy guy from Los Barricos was there.
Oh. Is that the one that Edge broke that dude's neck?
Oh, did he? I don't know.
I don't remember his
name. How was his name? I don't remember. But anyway, Savio, you can tell he's an old school wrestler from the area he was from, because he did such simple shit, but made it look so big. You know, the throat thrust, the arms went up and out, playing in the back rows of this arena, and so many people don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And he was just everything. He did 3 fucking things. They were simple strikes, but he made them look huge and effective. Super cool. The crowd was super up for this fucking thing. I don't know why it wasn't the main event. People could say it was overbooked because then the LWO comes out and this and that. I fucking loved all of it.
It was awesome.
I thought it was great. This match was a ton of fun. And I liked it a lot.
This was seriously incredible.
Yeah. And I was a little skeptical because I thought the right way to go here initially was be Ray and Bunny against Dom and Priest.
This was the right way.
But this was the right way. This was a good match.
If Bad Bunny never does anything with WWE ever again, that's fine.
Right, it's fine.
It's crazy. He is legit the biggest star in the world right now.
I saw a lot of people saying, this would be if, I don't even know.
Well, a lot of people said this would be in 1988 if Michael Jackson came to work. You know, he's a massive star.
Right, if Justin Timberlake worked The Miz 10 years ago. Ugh. Was that when Timberlake was popular?
He's been popular since late
90s, but solo-wise. 10, 15 years ago?
Yeah, a little more than 10. But yeah, man,
shit.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Just a spectacle. And we always say nobody does spectacle better than the WWE.
Right.
And no, I did not watch the main event.
Oh, so I did. Because I wanted to see...
I almost did because I heard it was less than 10 minutes.
It was 9 minutes or so. Mm-hmm. I watched it because I wanted to see Brock Lesnar bleed buckets. Because, sir, I don't know if you know this, but you better bleed when you're in Puerto Rico.
Absolutely. That's why Cody was real jealous.
Yeah. And Brock... So people there's a conspiracy theory online that Brock did the gig.
He didn't.
He didn't. I went back and watched it.
I saw the clip when he goes into the turnbuckle.
Yeah, he hard weighs himself purposely off the open turnbuckle, and I saw people screenshot when he had his hand in front of his face thinking he was gigging. No, but if you watch right before that, it is trickling, and it runs everywhere.
Yeah,
like
he was a mess.
Oh, mess, and it was awesome. And Cody Rhodes, for whatever it's worth, I know we'll talk about Raw, what happens there with the title and all that shit, because I did watch a tiny little bit of Raw. Cody Rhodes he didn't beat Brock Lesnar in 9 minutes. He beat Bork Laser because he was getting suplexed out of his fucking shoes, and Brock gave him an F5 when he was covered in blood.
Beat our space overlord.
Right. It was Cody really did, man. He survived. Weird enough, the finish is Brock has Cody in a Kimura lock, and Cody rolls him forward and pins him.
I didn't see the finish.
And I was like, didn't that Kimura lock break Triple H's arm? So Cody remains the throne breaker.
Sure is, brother.
My problem with Cody, and this match is good. It's a good main event. It's sub 10 minutes, which is great. Brock bleeds all over the place, and you get a very typical Brock match. He's throwing him around. He's stronger than ever. He's a fucking monster. When Cody wrestles, you can tell that he's so proud of himself for being the best wrestler in the world, and he stinks.
Cody.
But you could just see it on his face that he'll do a reversal, and you could just see him give himself a little wink and a nod, I'm so good at this, and he's really, really not. But it was fun, mostly because Brock bled all over the place.
I love Brock Lesnar. I still love Brock Lesnar.
So
to this day.
Excuse me. If you want to give me a sub 10-minute Cody Rhodes Brock Lesnar match, I'll watch Cody matches. But I will bring this question to you because of the finish with the Kimura lock that has previously broken Triple H's arm. Does that mean that Cody Rhodes, since he survived the Kimura before rolling him over, is Cody Rhodes better than Triple H?
Yeah.
Is that the story they're trying to tell us?
I'm not taking the bait.
No?
I'm not taking the bait, brother.
Okay.
You don't mean that.
Maybe that's the story they're trying to finish.
Oh, God. They better wrap the story up. That's all I fucking know.
So, but yeah, very successful show in Puerto Rico. I don't know if you watched any of the social media from WWE lately, but for whatever reason, they're really hyping up their attendance records in Europe for no reason.
I wonder why.
And how successful they are outside of the U.S. I don't know why they're doing that. Who knows?
Even though Puerto Rico's not outside the United States.
But what am I, a psychic? Am I some sort of sports analyst? I don't know why. They just are. They just want to remind people how good they do in Europe.
For some goddamn reason.
For some reason. We'll never know. Maybe they'll tell us one day. But that's it for Backlash. Did you watch any of SmackDown?
No, I didn't watch anything from SmackDown the night before. I only saw the clip of Bad Bunny wearing the WWF racing jacket out on live TV with the Skull Scratch logo. And then the clip the next morning on socials where they're trying to blur that fucker out, dying, fighting for their lives, man.
That's funny.
And I said, that's what happens when you're a real world superstar. You ain't going to tell him to take that jacket off.
How old of a guy is Bad Bunny? He's a young man. Right?
Yeah, I don't even know if he's in his 30s, maybe.
Because I'm saying, was this man alive when that logo existed?
That's my man Benito. He just turned 29 in March.
Okay.
Man, he fucking rocks.
Yeah.
That dude
So he was born in 1994?
Yep. Okay. The crack in her voice made it so much better. So Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. I watched a little bit, but jog my memory.
I watched 2 matches, and then later I saw a promo.
Okay.
I did watch.
I didn't take any notes, but I did watch.
I did watch the first triple threat: Rollins, Nakamura, and Priest.
Okay.
Just because I haven't seen my boy Baby Shin in a while.
And this was for the tournament for the World Heavyweight.
Yeah, so there were 2 triple threat matches, and the winners of the 2 triple threat matches faced off in the main event. So Rollins won the first match.
Yes,
this was good, man. Priest selling the leg.
Yeah,
from the night before.
Okay, nice, good.
I was shocked. Yeah. Rollins wins, obviously.
He's sort of the favorite, huh?
You would think, right? I didn't watch the second triple threat, Balor won that one.
Is this the Cody one where they fuck Cody out of the tournament?
That's where Brock comes and demolishes him, and
okay.
Brock's gnarly face.
Yeah. I saw the clips of that. I wasn't watching yet, though.
The gnarly face and the gnarly fucking piped-in crowd noise was so bad.
Yeah. Where were they?
Jacksonville.
Oh, okay. So they took the trip back.
Like, Cody did a promo. He's like, "Oh, Jacksonville made a lot of memories here during the pandemic."
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I did watch Rollins Balor.
Yeah.
It was really
I
good.
saw Rollins Balor.
Yeah.
That was later in the night.
Yeah, it was the main event.
I watched that.
I just was like,
it was good.
Yeah, it was good, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Rollins wins,
Yeah.
so he is going to face the winner of the 2 triple threat matches that are going to be on SmackDown.
Okay.
And, whoever wins
those. And this belt, I thought this belt was supposed to be wherever Roman isn't.
Well, that's what, whoever wins the belt is going to be on Raw. So even if a guy from SmackDown wins it,
this draft is a fucking disaster.
It's terrible, dude.
There's free agents everywhere, and Natty's going off script.
It's so bad.
Yeah,
it's
real dumb shit.
It sucks because the match quality was good. On Raw, I thought those 2 matches.
What I watched,
good.
I liked. I can't remember what else was on that show.
Rollins and Balor have good chemistry.
Yeah, but I watched that.
I was there in person at SummerSlam when Balor got his shoulder blown out by Rollins.
Oh yeah,
that was gnarly.
Who did what's his name from the New Day?
Xavier Woods.
Yeah, who did he wrestle?
No idea.
Did he wrestle Dom?
I don't know.
I think he might have wrestled and lost to Dominic Mysterio.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I think so.
I don't know.
Well, is Kofi out, or did they split the New Day up?
Kofi's still out.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's just Xavier riding him solo
by himself.
Right now.
All right, well.
So yeah, that was all the WWE that I watched.
I watched a little bit more, but I don't have any notes. I can't remember. I was just sort of on.
Yeah,
but I didn't hate it.
No, the 2 things I watched from Backlash were, I'm telling you, Bianca Io was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Oh wait, was Raw this week when Dana Brooke tried to high five that kid?
Sure was.
Oh, Dana Brooke.
And as Joe said, well, they give her a chance.
Listen, here's the thing. I said nice words about Damian Priest, and that's about all I have. So, you're the drizzling shits, Dana Brooke.
Man.
You are in the running for worst professional wrestler I've ever seen.
So I didn't see it live, but I saw the clip the next morning on Twitter.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'll back off. That sucks. Because
that has to be the worst feeling in the world.
And you see the look on her face for a second before she snaps into it, like she gives the kid a tap or whatever, and
it just
that sucks.
Just doesn't give a shit,
right?
Man.
And so she gives a little fist bump or something. That sucks. That's gotta fucking hurt because you know you're not a good wrestler.
I would just be crawling in a hole.
Right. That's confirmation you're not over because it was a kid.
Yeah, it was a little kid.
Kids want to meet any fucking wrestler possible.
This kid didn't give a shit, dude.
This kid didn't give a shit, right? And you have your match, which I'm sure wasn't good, and then you got to walk backstage, and you know everybody saw this kid and pay no fucking attention to you.
God.
Like that,
crawl in a hole,
brother.
Right,
that's tough. I will say that. Her wrestling ability is one thing, but that's fucking tough.
Human being, I would have just turned around I think I'm done.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
I think I've made enough money. I'm good here.
I would have called Big Dave up and seen if that offer was still on the table.
Old Big Dave. So you want to get into AEW?
Yeah, buddy. Let's talk some Rampage first, I guess. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do you got?
Hijo del Vikingo and the Lucha Bros against QTV.
Yeah.
This was the best match on the show.
I thought this was real fun.
Yeah. I liked it a lot.
I don't know if there's a best match on the show because I did like another match. I thought this was a decent Rampage, especially for what they've been giving us lately.
Mm-hmm.
But this was real fun. And again, lots of people this week at wrestling proving me fucking wrong. Because I got to say that I liked what QT was doing here and there.
It was not bad.
I like that he uses his shitty flip as a heel move.
Yeah.
Because it fucking sucks.
Oh, it's real bad, bro.
I can't do it. So, he's a better athlete than me, but it looks fucking stupid. But I thought it was fun. I was surprised because Vikingo looks like a small dude, and he catches Solo on that cross body.
Crazy.
That was really cool. QT taking the Destroyer on the apron and rolling to the table was a nice job there. But my favorite part of this whole match, and I don't know if you can guess what it is, but it's when Powerhouse Hobbs beats up Alex Abrahantes because that dude fucking sucks.
Yeah, he's not good.
And JR on commentary says it's a good thing Alex is wearing darks.
Yeah.
That's because if he was wearing light pants, you'd see that he pooed himself.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, and I have on my notes here, actually, I'll take it back. I said, best non-Orange Cassidy Rampage match in months.
I thought it was very good.
I enjoyed the shit out of it. And QT and Solo played their parts really well.
I thought so, too.
Yeah.
You got a Jade squash.
Yeah, you got a little MJF vignette.
Yeah.
Well, you get the Jericho thing, where he's locked himself in his locker room because of an unprovoked attack. And he's like, was it Renee that knocked on his door? And she's like, it's just me. And he's like, you don't have Adam Cole with you. That was funny.
Yeah.
More on that. I guess that comes to Dynamite, though, right? That carries over. But yeah, we get Jade Squash and Gia Scott.
Sure.
Taya's suspended for laying hands on Aubrey.
I feel like that happened 8 months ago.
Could she get suspended indefinitely and never come back? We get a little Mark Briscoe interview.
Yeah.
Sort of.
And then you get Mark versus Preston Vance.
And I thought this was really good.
I thought it was good, too.
I liked it a lot.
I thought it was good.
I think Mark was able to highlight the power side of Vance's offense.
Yeah.
And is such a good seller. Mark Briscoe is such a complete professional wrestler.
Mark Briscoe.
And they say that on commentary. Tons of praise. And I thought it was hard hitting. Mark fighting from underneath most of the time was really cool. He does the Dre Driller to put it away. And then somebody's cutting onions.
Yeah,
after the match.
Yeah.
When his kids come in the fucking ring, and his mom, his grandpa, and then Papa Briscoe, because of course.
Yeah, that was cool.
I thought that was really cool.
I was in the middle of eating my takeout hibachi.
Yeah.
And I was
I was just like, oh, somebody's fucking cutting onions in here.
Real cute.
But Mark is such a complete wrestler. He made Preston look better than he probably is.
I agree.
I just like this match a lot, actually. I was shocked.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, good, this is the main event. The show's over.
Well, that's not right.
Yeah, because Dustin Rhodes gets jumped by Mogul affiliates.
Oh, God.
We get the Julia Hart versus Anna Jay vignette, which we will talk about more on Dynamite in full. OC and Garcia vignette. Lots of vignettes on this Rampage. And then we get the main event of this thing, which I texted you about. You're a little softer, a little nicer on this than I'm going to be.
Yeah.
The firm deletion match, I thought this was an embarrassment on television.
So, here's the way I look at it. Did you like the first Ultimate Deletion match?
The one with
Jeff and Matt Hardy?
With the dilapidated boat? Yeah. But that was 7 years ago.
Yeah. It's the same shit, though.
Right, it is.
You know, like it's not straying too far from that path.
Right. I think what bothered me the most...
Dude, Stokely Hathaway, this was incredible.
Stoke was
Are you
awesome.
kidding me?
But it's the Hardy stuff that bothers me. And Reby being there, and she's a shitty person.
Yeah, she sucks.
And then the kids are doing stuff. And I'm like, okay, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I could see your point with that.
Right, and I'm like, I get when the and I forget his name, but the groundskeeper shows up.
Yeah.
That's whatever.
Yeah.
But I was just like, man, this is tough to watch. And like, Stokely's fine. Because he's funny at least, and you know Stokely's done one of the best.
I love Stoke.
Him, Orange Cassidy, and the Wilkes-Barre fight was one of the best one of these anybody's ever done. But like when Isaiah Cassidy shows up and moans, and Matt Hardy says, "Orgasmic Isaiah, I knew you'd come," and Isaiah says, "I always do, brother."
Come on, that's
no,
funny.
it's not.
Yes,
it's
it
fucking
is.
annoying.
You watch fucking Jay and Silent Bob.
I do.
So do I, and I think that's funny.
No, the private party they don't belong anymore. I think they've been bounced around and hurt too much by their associations, but just specifically with Matt Hardy, that they need to cut that shit out.
They don't like Hardy Party.
And then Jeff Hardy lights the yard on fire. Like
you were just saying how much you love that.
Right, like a good classic '90s and the early 2000s superhero movie.
And you said I want more. Right. Well, there you go. There's just
actually
what you
back
want.
to the '80s because Dolph Lundgren, I believe, lights the Punisher skull on fire outside of the police station, so Luke Gossett Jr. could see him.
Sure does, brother.
Because this is punishment. or I am punishment, I am whatever. And Hardy Jeff walks away.
Well, because he screams out like, "Thank you, God."
Yeah, is he done?
No, I just think it was like a weird symbolic.
He's retiring from fucking up or whatever he said.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Jeff Hardy was never good at promos, man.
No.
Except for that against the Undertaker match where he's like, "Taker, where are you going? I'm still standing." You ever go back and watch that ladder match ever? Taker versus Jeff Hardy from that one random Raw?
No.
Dude, it still holds up.
Yeah? Yeah. Jeff Hardy was good if you wanted to watch a guy put his body in harm's way.
Sure.
But yeah, maybe I'm judging it a little harshly, but I think anything Matt Hardy is involved in 2023 professional wrestling is an embarrassment. I don't get it, and I thought, especially when the kids got involved, and like the kids, what they do to Stoke.
They're beating him up.
Yeah, but didn't they like drive a car after him or something? A little remote control car.
And then the one kid did the swanton bomb.
Yeah, right.
Second rope.
Right, because that's start him young.
Onto his fucking nuts.
Yeah, start him young because that didn't hurt anybody's body.
Stoke, man, I love Stoke.
Stoke is awesome. I like when they pulled up and when it was like time is different here and it becomes nighttime.
Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah, the Hardys, I just can't. I can't. Yeah. And we've seen these deletion matches over and over again. And they've been the same thing. And while I enjoyed pieces of them, I liked the first one a lot, like everybody did.
Come on, you showed me somebody shooting Roman candles at each other.
Right.
I'm into it.
And then they did it again in WWE, and then that
one wasn't that great.
It wasn't that great, and so it's been diminishing returns. And
this one was better than the WWE one.
I think you got to be done with it, though. I don't know that you can run this back.
Yeah,
right?
I kind of agree with that.
I think you got all the juice out of this one you possibly could.
I'm with you.
But yeah, and that was it. The show ends with Jeff Hardy thanking God and walking away.
I was praying that the basketball game was going to be on TNT that night.
Yeah.
Just so they could go to Shaq and Charles and then be like, what the hell was that? But sadly it wasn't.
Well, because Shaq's been on AEW TV. But Charles be like, Shaq, you know these people.
Yeah. And Charles Barkley, he was on Renee's podcast and he talks about how much he loves Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Charles Barkley, there you go.
Yeah, man. Charles Barkley's a real big man.
Charles Barkley played for the 76ers.
Yeah.
And he played for the Suns with Thunder Dan.
Yep.
Can't hate him, man.
And then he played for the Houston Rockets.
Did he ended his career with the Rockets?
Sure did.
Who was on the Rockets with him?
Probably Kenny Smith.
Olajuwon wasn't still around, was he?
Hakeem.
Really?
Yeah.
Olajuwon played that long, too?
Clyde Drexler.
Clyde Drexler, funny you mention him, commissioner of Big Three Ball.
See? Look at that.
There it is.
Into the Big Three.
Clyde the Glide.
Dude, Clyde the Glide.
If Michael Jordan didn't exist, Clyde, we'd be all wearing Air Clydes.
Well, Clyde won a title in Houston.
Did he?
Yeah.
Later on?
With Olajuwon.
Oh, yeah?
And
okay.
Kenny Smith, yeah.
Huh, all right.
Yeah, he won a title there.
Yeah. Trailblazers, buddy. That was all...
Dude, Clyde Drexler,
yeah.
Clifford Robinson, Arvydas Sabonis. What the fuck is up?
All
right.
Did Gary Payton go to the Trailblazers at one point for a little bit?
Gary Payton was the Sonics.
The Sonics.
Then he went to the Heat.
It was the Heat. That's why I picture him in a black jersey.
He won a title there with Shaq and D Wade.
Yeah.
Then I think he finished up with the Lakers.
Yeah.
When the Lakers tried to run a super team, but it was just old Karl Malone and old Gary Payton.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
Vlade Divac.
Hey, it'd be nice to fly. All right.
Yeah.
Dynamite. So when the show starts, I was like, oh, this is kind of a weird start.
So I was 22 minutes late because I wanted a Wawa pretzel, so I went for Wawa.
It was just Claudio and Ray Phoenix in the ring ready to go.
They're in a double Jeopardy match
for Ring of Honor, and I'm like, oh, we're doing this again, aren't we?
Right, but I was like, well, Claudio's got a really good history of wrestling juniors and cruiserweight guys.
Yeah, and this ends up being awesome.
I thought it was. It
was an awkward start to the show,
right? And I think an awkward start to their chemistry. I think Phoenix was a little sort of off a bit. There was a little some stutter steps, some little pauses where they weren't sure who was going to do the next thing. But it still has a ton of cool stuff in it. It's just not as smooth as I expected because we've seen Claudio, get we've all seen, if you live in the Northeast and we're a wrestling fan of any caliber, you've seen Claudio pull a classic out of Equinox So,
oh boy.
So if he could do that, this should be 8 stars outside the Tokyo Dome against Phoenix. But it is very good.
I thought it was very good.
You do see a lot of really cool shit. It goes long too.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So Claudio wins.
Yeah.
So I guess him and probably we were
My
going to
guess
get a
is
shot
Wheeler.
at the tag titles
Yeah.
in the Ring of Honor.
Sure.
Cool.
Whatever.
The
The one thing that this match did though for me is I am now, I think, firmly on your side that Penta's the better brother.
Yeah.
I was sort of either way.
I like Ray Phoenix.
Me too. I'm not saying I don't.
Penta's
but I was sort of like
man.
back and forth with either one of them. I think Penta would have been a better match here.
Yeah, Penta fucking rocks. So they shoot backstage,
Yes.
and Excalibur's like, "Oh yeah, we gotta go backstage." He's like, "Wait a minute, that can't be right."
Yeah.
And Miro
Yes.
is walking back,
Right. I guess he's ready to accept creative now.
and he goes into Tony Khan's office.
Yeah. There's a rumored second show coming. So or fifth show depending on who you ask or whatever. But
hashtag Phil and Friends.
yeah.
So they run a vignette for MJF, and they do this throughout the night, which I thought was actually smart
Yes.
with the pillar promos,
Right.
or the pillar vignettes, or whatever you want to call it. This was smart because their
Yeah, I
live promos have been received
They've
kind
been
of
rough.
poorly.
Yeah.
I like that you highlight each guy, you know, establish
It's a
what
very
what
classic
they've
way to
done.
do it, for
You
sure.
know, I thought that was a good running idea throughout the night.
So this one's interesting though because MJF compares the Pillars to the Beatles.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I'm a big Beatles fan. And I just thought it was funny. Excuse me. And he says that Sammy is Ringo because he's super talented but also stupid.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
He said that. Oh, I was trying to think.
Was Darby
Jungle Boy is George.
Yeah.
Because he's like the lovable, good-looking one. And the best Beatle, in my opinion. George,
Probably.
not Jungle Boy.
Probably. I'd have to agree with that.
And then Darby's John, the dark, brooding artist.
Of course.
And then he's Paul. And Paul was my hero when I was 13 years old. Paul McCartney was my hero.
The fuck?
That's why I learned to play bass guitar.
Oh, okay.
Paul McCartney was my musical hero when I was 13. 2 years later, I found punk rock, and that was
when I was 13. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was kind of getting into hardcore at that point.
Yeah.
So
it hadn't caught me yet. I was taken. Well, I guess younger than 13.
my musical
like
hero
10.
at that point was probably like Joey Jordison.
Yeah, but I was 100% like I wanted to be Paul McCartney. I learned to play bass off the Beatles songbook. I wanted a viola bass was hanging in the window of B&C Music, where I ended up working. Yeah, but he said MJF said I'm Paul because I'll have the most longevity out of everyone in the band, and I was like, well, one of them was murdered.
Oh, that's right.
It's like John Lennon was shot in the back in a park. And George Harrison died of cancer at 58 years old
Yes, he did.
after surviving a stabbing in the 80s when a guy climbed his wall and got into his house.
Beatlemania is fucking real, brother.
And I was like, oh. Ooh.
Oh,
But I thought it was funny.
phony Beatlemania has bitten
It's
the
been the
dust.
dust. But yeah, I agree with you. This is the right way to do it because they were not connecting
This
live.
was smart.
Yeah.
So out comes FTR.
Yes.
They say, you know, they want. Did they call out Mark Briscoe immediately?
They want their friend Mark Briscoe.
Oh yeah,
to
then
come
out comes Jarrett
Yep.
and Sanjay and everybody
without Briscoe. Yeah.
Which, man, they're so fucking good.
Yeah.
You know, they're talking like, okay, who really thinks like these guys deserve a title shot? Nobody does. Out
Yeah.
comes Chicken.
Yep.
He's got a bottle of tequila, some cups, and he said, "Oh, I already went to Tony Khan, and I got this tag title match. I'm the special referee."
My favorite part of this is that Briscoe gets the microphone and says, "What's up, Motown?"
Yeah, what up, Motown? Dude,
I like that he's using big words.
Yeah,
It's like, you're in my vicinity.
he's so much fun.
Right,
dude.
so much fun. And it's just funny because if you know the story about him passing the IQ test in the Ring of Honor locker room, it's just a funny juxtaposition of the voice and the look, and he's actually a really smart man.
Yeah.
Um,
Brawl breaks out.
yes.
You know,
Dax
gets blinded by alcohol.
Yes.
I don't know if it was Doxy or fucking Trevor Dave who was like, of course, bald FDR making a bad decision with alcohol. I fucking lost it.
I didn't see that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, because he blindly,
Yeah.
hey, if somebody gets thrown into me and I blindly can't see, I pile drive them as well.
Right, I pile drive motherfuckers all the time.
Yeah.
You bump into me in a grocery store, you're catching a pile driver.
It's not a pile driver. So yeah, and then of course I was laughing because Jeff Jarrett's on the outside. He goes, "What'd you do, Dax? You're an asshole." So good, dude.
Yeah, really great stuff.
Yeah.
Jarrett is fucking killing it, and he's dragging Jay Lethal kicking and screaming to being entertaining too.
Dude, I'm loving this stuff.
It's really great stuff.
Jericho's backstage with Renee.
Yes.
He says, he has he got a ban on Adam Cole.
He's got a court order illegally. He's Mark Sterling doing a lot of work.
Yeah, if I'm in the arena, Adam Cole's not allowed in the arena.
Yes, right.
And then Roddy Strong comes walking up and, calls him a coward and all this shit. Challenges him to a fight next week.
Yep.
And then said, "Hey, I've been doing some work of my own. JAS isn't allowed in the arena next week." Like, fuck yeah.
So,
Roddy.
and it's Falls Count Anywhere, so I'm going to imagine they're going to brawl outside the building, and then they're all going to be there.
Shenanigans.
And this would, to me, if it's possible, would be the good spot to bring back Cool Kyle, if he's healthy.
If he's healthy, man, that'd be awesome.
Because Adam Cole doesn't have the numbers to they don't. It's Roddy and Cole versus all the JAS. So if they're outside and Cole and Roddy are getting taken out, and Cool Kyle shows up,
it'd be so
in a
awesome.
jean jacket
and those cool glasses
and those cool sunglasses, absolutely.
We go back to Tony Khan's locker room, and here comes Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa also wants bookings.
Yeah, said, I think it's time for me to talk to Tony Khan.
Right. They heard Saturdays are opening up.
Hashtag Phil and Friends.
Yeah.
International title match.
Hold on. Because while everyone's in TK's office here, TK's out giving an announcement.
Oh, yeah. That's completely
TK makes an announcement that he
there's
has
an announcement next week. Yeah.
But it's on TNT, and then they're going to follow it up on Dynamite on Wednesday. So I'm assuming Monday or Tuesday TNT's going to make a special announcement.
So I
on
think
something
from
else,
what
like a sports show or something.
I think from what I read, the upfronts are either next Tuesday or next Wednesday.
Okay.
Which that's where all your new programming's announced, new deals and shit like that. So
and then Dynamite, they'll follow it up.
Yeah.
Because Tony Khan keeping his Twitter game tight and calling out dummies for being dumb. It's what it is. What it is.
Not wrong, brother.
Do all the cocaine in the world, Tony Khan. I fucking love you.
I know. So I saw somebody's like, this guy was a fucking shit poster. Like,
yeah,
he was like,
absolutely.
Immediately just goes up towards like, excuse me.
Uh-huh.
So Orange Cassidy, Daniel Garcia.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to this.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy continues this fucking god run.
It's a god run. He is the god of professional wrestling.
He's so good,
right.
man. This match is really good, I thought. Daniel Garcia is so good. I like that his sports entertainment cost him the win, basically.
Right.
Him trying to be a sports entertainer made him lose.
And there is not a wrestler or a championship in this company that is more convincingly under threat match to match than OC's. Yeah. It's really brilliant.
It's great, dude.
Booking and agenting or whatever. It just, the finishes are always great. And I'm like, and they're giving him good quality opponents. So I'm like, yeah, Garcia can win this. Garcia's a great talent. He can have this fucking belt.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're just
it was awesome.
Always in question. OC's great at selling stuff. Just really cool shit, man. I really like it.
OC fucking rocks.
OC's awesome. He's incredible.
Again, this title it's turned into the Intercontinental title.
Right, it's
what it used to be,
Right.
So Christian and Luchasaurus come out, and Christian shows you how to be a goddamn heel.
He's the best heel in the company.
Well,
awesome. BCC's doing a really good job right now, but
he is amazing,
dude. I popped at first when they were like, "How can you just declare yourself number one contender?" He's like, "I'm Christian Cage."
Yeah,
I was like, "Okay," and then he was like, "Arn, you abandoned your child," and I was like, "Okay," and then he was like, "Arn Anderson, you're just the other guy that tagged with Tully Blanchard," and I'm like, "Holy shit!"
He called him Ric Flair's lapdog.
Yep.
I saw like some people say like, with Christian getting a little because one of Arn's kids just died recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they're like, when they bring up the son, like a son and stuff, and obviously he's talking about Brock, but
he mentions Brock by name. I didn't know that. I didn't know, and that sucks for Arn. But it's wrestling.
It's yeah. I mean,
let's put it this way. Look back in Arn's history and see who he's done business with after things they've done to him.
Big fact, brother. Christian Cage shows you how it's done.
Yeah, he is.
I love Christian Cage.
He's incredible.
So much.
Yeah.
So we have.
Do you think he's viable for a world title at this point in his career, or do you think he's just going to be this sort of? He's going to help babyfaces get to that next level.
I would love it.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants it.
Yeah, he probably doesn't. A lot of responsibility, a lot of work.
I think he would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Especially like heel Christian. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's so good.
Right, for sure.
Julia Hart.
Yeah.
Versus Anna Jay in a street fight.
Yes.
You know, the one with the fat ass and the bad attitude.
Well, that gear is certainly a choice, a decision to make at least half of that true.
So, yeah, man, this kind of rocked.
Yeah, it was cool.
Right?
Yeah, and then they missed the chairs there.
So, from what I saw, where Julia Hart took like the fucking Chavo special or whatever on the outside. Yeah. She like kind of fucked her stomach up and fucked her hip up. And I think she tweeted out there, she's like, that's like the most pain I've ever been in. Like she goes, that was brutal. Like I was hurting. Okay. I like this a lot though, man. Julia Hart
a fun little hardcore schmoz kind of thing.
Yeah, good for Julia Hart.
Good for Julia Hart, the shooter. She wins with a submission. She's a shooter.
I like her submission. What's it called, Heartless or something?
Yeah,
like
Julia Hart has improved so much in this role. She has embraced this role.
Crazy,
and she has grown in this role already.
Yeah.
From being the fucking cheerleader with the idiots.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it is.
The Varsity Blondes, brother.
Yeah. Whenever I see anybody have a positive opinion of Brian Pillman Jr., I block them on Twitter. But anyway.
It's probably the right move.
Yeah, and I will say Grishoff, like both of their gears were phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Anna Jay's, those are probably wear that gear for the rest of your life, and you are a goddamn superstar.
Please.
But Julia Hart, for real, embracing this gimmick, which you wouldn't think she would get into the dark sort of stuff, and she's not as sort of lore-ish as the rest of them, but she's really embracing it and seemingly learning and growing as a character and a wrestler, and that's all you can ask.
It is crazy, so when she comes to the ring singing her song, it's not as fucking corny as when Scarlett Bordeaux used to do.
Yeah, Scarlett Bordeaux was terrible.
She does it, it's very nuanced, and it works.
Yeah, it works.
It just works.
Right.
The song's also a banger.
You know why it works? Because Julia Hart is singing along to her song. And they tried to make it seem like Scarlett was singing that song live.
Yeah.
And also the overabundance of smoke. Yeah.
Shit. Real weird.
Right.
So next up in the All Witches Are Banned match, which, man, before this, when their best friends are cutting the promo or whatever backstage, and they go to the ring and they're like, yeah, all spooky witches, you're banned. And Renee says to OC, oh, aren't you going to go out there with them? And he just goes, nah, I'm really tired.
I'm real tired.
And Renee just pats him on the back, just goes, me too. Yeah. I thought, tiny little shit that Renee does. She's so good at her job.
Right.
So the All Witches Are Banned trios match. House of Black versus the Best Friends and Bandito.
Yes.
All right. First question.
Yes. No, I didn't like the lighting.
Okay.
Is that what you're going to ask me?
Absolutely, because that seemed like the big discourse last night during this.
It doesn't bother me.
I thought it was fine.
I don't need it. I don't think it necessarily adds anything to the match. But it is whatever. It's fine. Yeah, I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I'm fine with it.
But yeah, it's there. I guess I'm happy they're trying to separate something for these guys a little bit
different.
To make their reign feel a little special, and the characters are cool.
I like the new House of Black rules or whatever. Now
it's
I'm
fine with that. Yeah, match was really good.
Yeah, it was, dude. They're killers. So there was a clip during the commercial that I was making the rounds on Twitter today. Brody did a running dive into a barricade and somebody's sitting there and the barricade bent in half.
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ.
What a monster of a human being.
Oh yeah, giant man.
And they kept showing OC backstage watching along.
Yeah.
And I'm going, okay, someone's going to confront him or lay him out. At the end of the match, they show him laid out. If you would have gone ahead and said, hey, You know, Kyle Fletcher's going to lay out Orange Cassidy and say, for why?
Yeah.
Kyle Fletcher.
Right.
From Aussie Open.
Well, I
lays
guess
out
he worked
OC.
Ring of Honor, the taping earlier in the day, too. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, yes, please.
that match should be crazy.
Kyle Fletcher OC is going to rock.
I would say, again, I don't know. I would assume that his obligations are too much for him to become international champion of AEW. But this match is going to be fucking great.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Except I think OC is going to look a little small.
Yeah, but
Just because Fletcher's he's like 6'6" or whatever.
Listen, like Ed said, next 5 years, Kyle Fletcher's going to be IWGP champion.
Aussie Open is wild.
It's going to happen.
So, yeah. Really cool. That's going to be a lot of fun.
So, main event time.
Yeah, buddy.
Cage match.
Yeah.
John Moxley, Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
This is fucking bonkers.
Yeah, wrestling's real cool, man.
Dude, I love the brawling on the outside to start.
Yeah.
I love Blackpool Combat Club getting involved. Say what you will, I was fine with the Young Bucks getting involved. It made sense to, back your boy up. I thought that was all fun.
Yeah.
Bryan Danielson not getting physically involved, I kind of like.
He's the evil mastermind. He doesn't have to.
That's why I'm way into this. Dude, this match is fucking brutal.
It was awesome.
It's just brutal.
It was awesome. Renee thought she was tired before, and then she had to watch her husband take multiple bumps on the glass. This is the John Moxley wants to bleed tonight.
Yeah. Dude, when he is bleeding and he takes Omega's head, smashes it into the camera, and then kisses the camera, it's like, you sick motherfucker. Yeah. I love you so much. Yeah. How Kenny Omega did not blow his fucking knee out.
I was just going to say, did you see the slow-mo where his leg
when I saw it happen at first, I didn't
notice either.
I didn't know.
It wasn't until social media.
I was more like, oh, fuck, Mox took a hard landing.
Yeah.
And then you go back and you watch
that other angle. Dude, it got slowed down on social media.
Not tear
he's lucky.
His leg apart.
Yeah, he's lucky.
He's very lucky. Yeah. That was
scary. Kenny came out this week and sort of said, I ain't got much left. So everything I do, I want it to be real special because time's winding down.
He probably doesn't have a ton left.
The dude's been putting on bangers for how long?
Yeah.
Even before people knew who the hell he was, really. And just bumping like a maniac. And,
you said, the glass, the barbed wire that these guys take to the back and is legit cutting them.
Right.
Oh, God. Yeah. Dude, when they came back from commercial and Moxley has the ring rope and fish hooking Omega, gross.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
But the end of this match.
Yes.
So
he takes the V-trigger through the cage. So the cage is open.
Yes. So Don Callis weasels his way in.
Yep.
And Moxley's going to stab Omega.
With the screwdriver,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Callis stops it.
Yep.
Then Omega hits the low blow on Moxley, was it?
Omega hits the one-winged angel.
Oh, yeah, he hits the one-winged angel.
Yep.
And then he goes to stab Moxley.
He's pinning Moxley.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And Callis has the screwdriver.
And he fucking stabs Omega.
And he stabs Omega.
There it was, man.
Right.
I went, holy shit, when they did it.
Yeah, I think we were all kind of waiting for that because Blackpool Combat Club works really good with the heel mouthpiece, and Callis is not a babyface.
I don't think he's going to Blackpool Combat Club.
No?
Nope. I think there's some other chicanery in the works.
Okay.
Somebody floated a theory out there.
Okay.
Which I was kind of like, interesting. Could it be Will Ospreay?
You think so?
Callis with United Empire.
Is Callis so?
Because he always like they say, he's always talking up Will Ospreay.
Yeah, but there's a lot of commitments to those guys elsewhere.
There is, but
and not that
Aussie Open's working in the U.S. a lot.
They certainly are, and I guess that could be. They could do a little
like this Gato
turns on Okada.
Yeah.
To Jay White, leading to a big show, leading to Forbidden Door. That's how you get your Ospreay Omega.
And then you have to wonder, where was Takeshita last night?
Yeah, that's true.
Because he didn't run out. Brother. He didn't run out to help.
He did not. Correct.
So Again, lots of moving pieces. I loved it. I thought the match was
really good.
Fucking brutal.
Match
it's
was
exactly
awesome.
What I wanted.
Good turn.
Man.
Got a lot of good crowd reaction for your highlight reels.
Crazy.
Yeah. Callis just works better as a heel.
Yeah.
Because he's not a likable guy in character or real life.
Yeah. They showed I don't know if you saw the clip on social afterwards where he's running through the parking lot and Marvez tries to stop him and he just blows him off. He's on the phone with somebody.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
Who knows? Mm-hmm. Don't know where that's going.
He could lead a new heel faction even too.
I don't think he's going. It's not Blackpool Combat Club. No, because Danielson's even on commentary. He's like, I didn't know that was going to happen.
Interesting.
And he didn't hug Moxley or anything.
That's true. Just kind of left.
Yeah. So
interesting. All right, let's see what happens.
Eventually, the Elite's going to be really down on their last legs, and here comes Ibushi.
For sure.
So, man,
Did you see Ibushi on the Japanese game show?
Yeah.
Where he's in drag and they try to guess what you do for a living?
Oh, you saw, there was another clip. Did you see where they, shock scare him or whatever?
No.
Jump scare him?
No.
They jump scare him somewhere, and then he has to wrestle a match against Aja Kong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ugh. Did you see the drag? The one
I did,
drag?
Yeah.
Hilarious. Good for him.
Ibushi. I thought Dynamite was awesome this week.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good show. Really great. Well-paced.
Yeah.
Good show.
Listen, got to get focused.
Right, you got Big Sheer coming up. I mean, this Wembley thing, which we haven't really talked about much, is massive. So you've got to put in on Forbidden Door, which was the best pay-per-view any wrestling company put on all of last year.
Yeah.
You have to follow it up with Wembley, which has to be the best pay-per-view any wrestling company has put on.
And then the next week you have to follow it up with all
right,
in,
right,
all out, whatever.
And I think at either Wembley or the following week, I think Max loses that title.
He has to.
You gotta, Forbidden Door has to have some big matchups, but then coming out of Forbidden Door, because Forbidden Door's first, you can't do Wembley. You need all the star power you can at Wembley.
Yeah.
So you need Ospreay there. You probably need Okada there. You got to do some fucking matchups.
Well, and I just saw they booked TD Garden in Boston.
Yeah, it's a big arena,
which they don't normally book that arena in Boston. And there's a lot of rumors about a certain Monet making their debut that night.
That'd be interesting.
It's their hometown.
You know what I was thinking for Wembley, which I know we've talked about it, and we want to do it in New York instead. But Wembley, how would you feel about Kingston coming back and beating Claudio for the Ring of Honor belt in front of 80,000 people at Wembley Stadium?
I mean, I don't give a fuck what happens at goddamn Troop Youth Center.
Right.
I want it to happen.
Right. But so one of the things when I'm thinking about Wembley is that
I would love for it to be a big moment. I feel like that would have to be in New York.
Yeah, but Eddie had successful surgery. He'll be back soon. Hopefully, he posted on his social media the other day.
Yeah, he totally didn't show up at the Ring of Honor tapings last weekend or anything.
Oh, did he? Yeah, of course he did. The thing that excites me the most about Wembley, and you can go back and forth with all these fucking idiots complaining and blah, 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 what they've already sold is already a miraculous feat. It's amazing. Crazy. It is a fucking accomplishment, right? 60, 70,000, whatever you're going to end up with. I want the people who've been traveling these roads and wrestling these shows, Omega knows what it's like. He's headlined Tokyo Dome, right? Yeah. I want Orange Cassidy to get an Orange Cassidy pop with 70,000 people cheering for him. I want Eddie Kingston to have a match in front of 70,000 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Eddie Kingston especially, who is the dude who has spent the most of his career
it would be incredible.
Wrestling in great venues in front of great crowds.
It would be incredible.
But a WrestleMania-sized pop or bigger for Eddie Kingston will be such a cool fucking thing. And there's a lot of guys on that roster. And the Miros and the Omegas and the Bucks, those guys all know what that feels like. They've been in giant matches before.
There's a difference between the Tokyo Dome
there
and 30-some thousand.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, it's
right.
a big difference.
Right. But guys, those guys have been there before. But the guys like that, like your Kingstons, your OCs, whoever the hell else is out there that's great, that was out there, working hard and not getting recognized, to get a 60, 70, 80,000 person
It'd
pop.
be awesome, man.
Craziness. I want everybody to have that fucking moment. I want Wembley Stadium to be 9 hours long so that everybody gets a shot and their time to do cool shit.
I want the crowd to be red hot the whole time.
Yeah, right. You know, like
take that Puerto Rico crowd and put it there.
Right. I want to feel the reverberations from Wembley here.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree 100%.
But I'm excited for it. And yeah, this was a very good Dynamite. And it was a good Rampage. We've had a combo like that in a while.
No, we haven't. And pretty much Rampage, from what I read, it's going to turn into Sunday Night Heat.
Oh, yeah?
A Sunday Night Heat style show.
Well, what's the Sunday Night Heat?
Like, squashes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Saturday night main event. Yeah, squashes in a main event. That's what it needs to be.
And it's going to be live from WWF New York.
I'm fine with that.
Same, dude.
We'll get halftime.
Did you ever go to WWF New York?
No.
Thankfully, I went twice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have pictures. I'll dig them out one day.
Yeah? How old were you?
Oh, dude, I was probably like 8 or 9.
That's awesome.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to dig out the pictures. There's me wearing a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt. I remember that.
Nice. Not not to bring anything on the show down or anything, but like growing up watching wrestling, like I wasn't ever stopped from watching wrestling or anything. But like, I mean, we were broke, but my parents weren't interested in wrestling or any of my hobbies.
Certainly, my family wasn't either. I had an uncle that lived in New York, so
so they never took me. Like I barely went to that's why I was never at a Nitro or anything, or a Raw, because it was just never crossed their mind to be like, well, I don't like this thing, but I'll take him anyway. So I never got to do any of that kind of stuff. But man,
that's one thing I'll always be thankful for.
Yeah.
My fucking family tolerated it.
Yeah.
Dude, I have that picture of WWF superstars from the goddamn March Center at Wilkes University.
Yeah.
Of, literally, me in an episode of Superstars, you see me and my sister sitting with my grandmother.
Right.
It's crazy.
My mom dropped me and my friends off at ECW at the Kingston Armory. But when I first got to go to my first WWF show at the CYC was when my best friend's older brother was old enough to take us.
Yeah, I mean, my dad took me to ECW. My dad took me to Nitro at the arena and shit. Yeah. And man,
that's one of the things. And listen, I'm jealous of a lot of things about your life, or not about your life necessarily, but
my life. But the fuck does everybody jealous about?
What about you? But one of the biggest ones, is that you were there to see the introduction of Big T.
I sure was, brother. I'll be riding that high for the rest of my life.
That's heartbreaking that I wasn't there.
You want to take a trip, sir?
Oh, yeah, let's go. You think they're going to let me on the plane?
I don't know.
I took a COVID test the other day. I'm all clear.
You actually, as we've gotten, you're sounding better.
Okay, good. Yeah. I thought I was I thought I was starting to sound worse.
No, you're picking it up a little bit. You sound better.
Good. It must be the adrenaline in my soul.
Oh, God damn it.
Was that how his song goes?
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go to Japan.
Ugh.
We made it.
We did.
We're here.
The thing is, you and I, we went separate paths this week in Japan.
We did. We got different tickets.
I know. Do you want to go over your tickets first?
Sure.
Or do you want to go over my tickets?
Sure. I'll do mine first, because mine are a little older, I think.
One of yours is older.
So Noah ran a show, and we talked about it briefly last week, because it happened... excuse me.
I jinxed you.
Thursday morning. It was
Thursday morning.
Yeah. So we didn't watch it until
I watched
after.
It Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But Noah had a show. And we talked about last week about Go Shiozaki and Nakajima reuniting his axes. And sort of being Kenta Kobashi's protege and Kensuke Sasaki's protege being back together. But I watched this show, the couple matches from this show. I watched the tag match. Just Kongo, which was Nakajima, Keno, and Manabu Soya beating Go Shiozaki, Kato Kiyomiya, and Yoshiki Inamura.
This was Shiozaki's return match.
It was. And he gets the shit kicked out of him.
He sure does. Welcome back, dude.
But I will take Soya Inamura Haas fight all day, every day. Fucking love it. And Go takes like gross Saito suplexes. This match is a ton of fun. And then at the end, you get Nakajima leaving Keno and Kongo to rejoin with Go. So we'll see where that happens. I saw somebody online, maybe Noah tweeted out like Noah International or something. It was like, who's the true ace of Noah? Is it Go Shiozaki or is it Kiyomiya? And I was like, it ain't Kiyomiya, brother.
Ain't that nerd?
Okada made fucking sure of that. But this was really cool. I would, if I was that company, though, I'd be doing so much more with Inamura. He's really fucking good.
He is.
He's a big dude. But, you know, I understand the star power of Shiozaki and Nakajima and Keno and all those guys. So I thought that was really good. And then the main event for the GHC heavyweight title, Jake Lee, the champion.
Do you remember Dr. Wagner wrestled on that show?
I don't.
I watched it.
Yeah.
I just don't remember who he wrestled. I remember it was good. I like Dr. Wagner Jr.
Yeah, you've been watching a lot of his stuff.
He's good, man.
El Hijo, Dr. Wagner.
Excuse me. Pardon.
But Jake Lee versus the legend himself, Naomichi Marufuji. This goes like 25 minutes. And it was really good.
It was.
I had said last week in the past that Jake Lee hadn't really clicked for me.
It was really good.
I'm still not like all in on this dude, whatever. Maybe it's the haircut. I don't know.
But did you soften up at least a little?
But this was a very good match.
Yeah, I thought so too.
If you're gonna wrestle Marufuji and you don't have a good match, you have an issue.
That's a problem.
Beyond only getting 8 minutes to do it because all the other matches run long.
True.
But we get Shiranui off of the apron, off the top rope. We get that fucking everywhere. Match ruled. I still wish Jake Lee's finisher wasn't just a big boot in the corner.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's simplistic.
I don't mind it for taller guys. He just doesn't. I don't know. I don't buy it as being enough. And I say that when I know that Orange Cassidy's finish is a punch. Mm-hmm. I don't love that either, but I'm fine with it.
Okay.
But this boot just, I don't know. Like Big Bill throws a good big boot, and he's 7 foot tall because you can't teach that. And Jake Lee's bigger than a lot of people. I don't know. I'm not completely sold on it. But this is a really good match. And Marufuji fucking rules. So,
Marufuji.
And we're seeing what Jake Lee's going to do with his belt. And this match is, is really good.
I'm into it.
So
yeah, I watched these last weekend.
Yeah. So this was cool. And then I also, jumping companies, watched the final match in the 2023 All Japan Champions Carnival.
Yeah, you're gonna have to show me some things.
Okay, I will.
Because the plug wasn't working.
Shotaro Ashino versus T-Hawk.
Old baby T-Hawk.
Old T-Hawk running wild. But unfortunately, he does not get the Linda Minamania rub here. And he loses in 26 minutes.
Did I see Ashino broke his arm?
He did. They said that afterwards. He fractured his arm and he got pulled from his match in the 13th, which I think was going to be against Nagata.
Yeah, it was.
For the title.
Ooh.
I'm sure they'll run it back when he's better, but it's an arm fracture. So Ashino, who I guess a lot of people have been waiting for All Japan to pull the trigger on him for a little while, he has Master of Suplex tights that are in the Master of Puppets font, which is really funny.
I'm into that.
You can see that on the ass end of his tights there?
Oh, I didn't watch the match.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you got to watch a part of it, but
no, I didn't see any of this.
Yeah, his tights say Master of Suplex in the Metallica Master of Puppets font, which is really cool.
That's kind of sick.
This is hard hitting. Ashino looks really cool. Great snap to his suplexes. He's doing a lot of throws, stuff like that. So that's really cool. T-Hawk's awesome. T-Hawk's great.
I like T-Hawk, man. T-Hawk throws hard chops.
Lots of hard chops in this match. Chop. One of my biggest problems in this match is the All Japan referee. And I will say, versus sort of Noah's referees as comparison, or even AEW to some extent. On falsies, this ref, I don't know who it is, in All Japan, 1, 2, 2 3/4 and stops and waits for them to kick out.
Okay.
And I hate that. Right? If they're going to kick out, it's on the wrestler,
Not like when in ECW you knew when referee Jim Mono it was over, he did a really fast 3 count.
Right.
I always hated that.
But in Noah and other companies, they'll do 1, 2, and when the guy kicks out, they sort of roll.
Uh-huh.
And that sells it so much more.
Yeah.
This, like, if your timing isn't perfect, it just looks like you know they're going to kick out, so you hover. And I don't like that. It bothers the shit out of me. It's a nitpick. I know.
I haven't seen the match, so I'll have to.
Yes. But it is really good match.
I read it was very good.
Quality, great suplexes. Oshino seems like a really cool dude. And then sadly, he did fracture his arm. I don't know when, because he throws hard through this entire match. But
I was going to if I got the show to work.
Yeah.
I was going to watch Naito.
I saw that Naito was on there.
Was it Naito and Bushi against Miyahara and somebody?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I was, but again,
yeah.
You know,
it's interesting because Suzuki's on these shows.
Yeah, they're all freelancers.
Right, they're all bouncing around, so go get that paycheck. It looked like All Japan got a good crowd, you know.
Where was it at? Was it at Corkin?
I have no idea. No.
Okay.
No, it was like some small arena or something. But, this was a really cool match. I enjoyed the shit out of it, especially for, T-Hawk we kind of knew, but this is my first time seeing Oshino, and I like guys. If you throw a good Saito suplex,
that's your litmus test.
I love a good Saito suplex, and it seems simple, but it's nuanced. You got to do it right.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you, brother.
Yeah. That's it, though. That's my entire trip to Japan.
So I watched stuff from 2 other promotions, which harkens back to that conversation I had with Craigie a couple weeks ago. Like, damn, Japan's kind of popping off everywhere, huh?
They certainly are.
So from DDT, I watched. They're running their King of DDT tournament right now. So the first night, so these shows are no commentary, strictly just hard cam.
Okay,
that's it. Like it's so if that's not your thing, watching wrestling on television like that, I understand. I totally get it. First match I watched was Kazusada Higuchi against Yusuke Okada.
Okay.
Higuchi shaved his head.
No.
Dude, he looks even more insane.
But he had that nice slicked back
He
Chono
looks
hair.
insane.
Oh, okay. Like bicked it bald?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, he is a fucking menace in this match.
Yeah.
He keeps dropping elbows on Okada's back.
Okay.
And Okada sold it so well. He was gaining some momentum, and he went to run off the ropes. When he hit the ropes, he collapsed.
Oh.
I was like, oh shit, is he actually hurt?
Yeah.
But no, he just sold it really well. This match ends by referee stoppage because Okada is like trying to gain some offense, and he keeps headbutting Higuchi, and Higuchi just no-selling it.
Yeah.
And he just rears back and headbutts him full force in the face.
Nice.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Match is done. I was like, dude, this guy is a fucking monster.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a picture of Higuchi. That's why I'm on my phone.
Yeah,
Higuchi's awesome though.
He's incredible, man. Yeah. I loved his run with the KOD title.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic. Though, man, he fucking rocks. They need to run back him and Hino.
Yeah.
The other match I watched was the main event of the show. So I watched the first and last match of the show.
Okay.
It was Yuki Ueno going up against Naruki Doi.
Okay.
I'm on the Naruki Doi.
For the titles, Naruki Doi still champ?
This is just...
Oh, he's in All Japan as the champ.
Yeah, this is just a tournament match. So this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Super fast.
Shit. Yeah, he does.
What? Yeah, man.
Bald Higuchi choking the life out of a man.
Yeah, that's Hideki Okatani's choking. Yeah, how fucking crazy does he look?
Yeah. He looks a little bit like a bigger Koshinaka. Kensuke.
Yeah. Yep.
The smaller Sasaki when Sasaki got rid of the flat top mullet. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yuki Ueno and Naruki Doi. This was, again, ton of fun, super fast paced.
Yeah.
Yuki Ueno. So Naruki Doi, he has him in the corner up on top, and he goes to do like the sunset flip powerbomb. He launched Ueno like 3/4 of the way across the ring. Fucking gnarly. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yuki Ueno gets the win. Dude, the 2 matches I watched, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
These are really fucking good. I was looking at the rundown for round 2. Nothing was really popping out of me. I was like, okay, I'll watch the main event.
Is this a round robin tournament?
I believe so. I believe so. So it was Higuchi versus Hideki Okatani.
Okay.
Hideki Okatani's the dude with the red hair.
Yeah.
We've watched a couple of his matches. I was watching the match and like halfway through, there was like a glitch in the feed.
Weird.
And the audio got super fucked up. Like, it was like way behind. I restarted it to be like, okay, maybe this is something, and it wasn't. It took me. I stopped. I was like,
I hate that. Like the one,
it was
off just by a little bit,
way behind. Yeah.
Like even when like it's off, if it's off by like a second, and you see the guy bump, then you hear the bump.
I'm done.
I gotta leave.
It takes me out of it, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. But Higuchi did win that.
Okay.
They haven't run anymore.
No. Okay.
So that was it for DDT.
Yeah.
I have one last thing. Tokyo Joshi Pro.
Yeah.
Ran their event called Yes! Exclamation point.
Yeah, I looked at
Wonderland.
This and nothing caught my attention, so I didn't.
Brother.
Yeah.
So I watched 3 matches from this.
Okay.
First one was Mayu Watanabe and Arusu Endo.
Okay.
So they're kind of building these two up as the next people up in Stardom.
Oh yeah. Okay. Watanabe's awesome.
We got next.
Yeah.
Dude, this match was so good.
Okay. In Stardom? You mean Tokyo Joshi Pro?
Tokyo Joshi Pro.
Okay, yeah.
Watanabe.
I want to talk about Stardom at the end of this, but go ahead.
Okay. Watanabe was definitely being powerhouse in this.
Okay.
But there's a lot at one point Endo gets in a real deep camel clutch and she's like about to tap but doesn't. And she went with a straight punch to the chest. Watanabe does.
All right.
So like they said, they're kind of building these two as like, hey, this is kind of the future coming up.
Right.
Because at the end of the show, we'll talk about something involving Tokyo Joshi Pro.
Ooh.
The next match I watched was the International Princess title match, which was like their IC title.
Yes.
The White Dragon, Rika Tatsumi.
Okay, I'd change that.
Going up against Vivid Honey Mustard, Suzumi.
I would not change that. I like that a lot. Okay.
So Rika Tatsumi. Dude, they even called her Vivid Honey Mustard on commentary. I was like, did I just fucking hear that right?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
So Rika Tatsumi's kind of like been the Grand Slam champion in Tokyo Joshi Pro. And I don't know if you remember me saying, like, I don't really get it. After this match, I get it.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I understand. They clicked.
Cool. Yeah.
Finally clicked for me.
Nice.
Rika Tatsumi retains.
Okay.
Finally clicks.
Yeah.
Hits a bunch of Michinoku drivers, which were sick.
Nice.
And I was very happy that it finally clicked for me.
Yeah, good. That's cool.
Suzumi was real good, though.
Yeah.
Vivid Honey Mustard.
It's great.
Main event
for
the Princess of Princess title.
Okay.
The champion, Mizuki.
Mm-hmm.
The challenger, Sawyer Wreck.
Wasn't Suzuki on this show?
Might have been. I don't know.
I was like, I want to watch that, but because she's only like 20 years old apparently. But yeah, so I did see that Sawyer Wreck was in the main event again.
Yeah. So
was this a death match?
No, dude, and it made it. Not that I don't like Suzuki or Sawyer Wreck death matches.
Yeah,
this made it so much better.
Oh yeah,
she just wrestled like a fucking hoss.
Yeah, good,
dude. She jackknife power bombs Mizuki.
Oh yeah, I mean she's a lot bigger than most of the girls in Tokyo Joshi.
Brother,
excuse me.
She fucking like straight up like Kevin Nash style, just like on the way down. Let's go.
Yeah, nice.
No, like just let's go and dude, like Mizuki wins right on her neck. It was fucking gross.
Yeah.
At one point, Mizuki goes to the top rope. Sawyer Wreck's down on the outside. She hits a double stomp off the top rope to the outside floor. Just fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
Mizuki wins over Sawyer Wreck.
Sure.
This is one of those where I'm like, oh, Sawyer Wreck is probably a real bad wrestler.
Yeah.
But this style,
it works.
Perfect. She just played Haas.
Well, and they like her because that's her two main events in a row.
Yeah. Just playing Haas, man. I like
Why
that.
Not?
And you could tell crowd was into it.
Good.
So I thought that was real cool.
That's cool.
And then afterwards, because this was for the title, so a challenger has to come out.
Yeah.
And that challenger is Maki Ito.
Oh, Maki's back.
So they're running Mizuki versus Maki Ito at their next big show for the Princess of Princess title.
Okay.
What I was going to bring up about Tokyo Joshi Pro, and I don't know if you saw it or not.
I believe you told me.
I think I did. Yuka Sakazaki's is finishing up with them
in December.
Yep. She says she's treating it as her graduation.
Yes.
She's done.
Well, and I saw a really interesting thing. She
wants to go to America.
Yeah. I think Tokyo Joshi Pro released a statement and said, like, this is how we kind of want the promotion to go. We want you to expand.
Yeah.
We don't want you to be here till you're 40.
Yeah.
Like, we want you to expand where you wrestle and your skill set and go other places where you can make more money and wrestle for different audiences and be sort of a bigger star. And I think that's really cool. And Yuka's awesome.
Yuka kicks ass.
But Yuka needs to come to America and, she's, I would assume, sign to AEW.
Probably.
But if she's there full-time or part-time or whatever, I want the land or shit in Yuka Sakazaki.
Yeah, I mean, because you have to think, look at Yamashita's on that tour of America right now. Right. I don't
Joshi's real hot right now.
I don't see her lasting too much longer over in Tokyo Joshi Pro. I think she's just gonna come to America full-time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was, hey, cool. You're losing Yuka.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big deal for them.
And she's done everything she needed to do. There's not much left there for her in that company.
I agree. It was funny. She was like, you know how with a lot of these Joshi shows, they wrestle and then they'll act as like seconds on the outside. Uh-huh. She was wearing a Hogwarts sweatshirt on the outside with her big genie bands.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
I was like, this is real weird. Good Tokyo Joshi Pro, though. Show, though. I enjoyed it.
They've been doing really good stuff.
Before I forget.
Yes.
What was your favorite American match / domestic, whatever?
Yeah.
And your favorite international match this week?
Domestic, I will say this. I never gave a crap about Dean Ambrose in any capacity. But I love Jon Moxley with all my heart. And
my guy.
While there may have been better wrestled matches this week, I like Plunder. I like Nonsense. And that cage match on Dynamite was awesome.
And you didn't really watch a lot of international.
I didn't.
So what are you going to default to?
Well, I watched 3 matches, and I will say that's tough. Which one did I like better? Marufuji Jake Lee. Marufuji is just awesome. Ashino was very good. Ashino T-Hawk was very good. But Marufuji just brings that extra level that a lot of guys don't have. So I'll give it to that. Right. I didn't watch a ton. How about you, pal?
So up until last night, I thought for sure it was going to be Bad Bunny, Damian Priest, like hands down.
Yeah, me too. When I watched that last night, I was like, "This is awesome."
But just that, dude, that atmosphere, man.
That gets the bump
fired up
because I think it was a little unexpected. It definitely over delivered.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm going Mox Omega. That's the type of wrestling that like really speaks to my heart.
Yeah.
So I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
It was brutal. It was fucking so goddamn good. And then for my international match, I'm going to go Rika Tatsumi versus Suzume.
Nice.
The old Vivid Honey Mustard White Dragon.
Goes from not clicking to the match of the
week.
Dude,
it clicked. It finally clicked. Nice. You know what? I think I felt bad because when she was walking out to the ring, Rika Tatsumi, she kind of slipped.
Oh, no.
She slipped a little bit.
Yeah, but she recovered.
She did because she didn't slip again.
Right, you slip again, it's over. It's over. Slips twice, it's over. 1, you can recover from. 2, it's over. Cash your check and go home.
Do you know that that's edited out off Peacock?
Is it really? Oh. I'm going to have to get the raw footage and play it at my funeral.
We need to get, like, just the live feed from fucking WrestleMania 20. Not to, like, get anything else on
both slips?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Dude, so his first slip, when he comes out, they go to a wide-angle shot, and you can kind of see it in the background. But then when he gets in the ring, they do, like, a close-up on somebody else's face.
Could have recovered from the 1. Not from the 2.
I know we do this all the time. What were you thinking after the first slip?
Broke my heart.
First slip.
First slip. I was like, it's fine. It's fine. It's not ideal. It's fine. We can recover. You're Ultimo Dragon. It's fine. Shit happens. There's a slick spot. Somebody should clean it up. Not a problem.
What about the second slip?
It was over. There's no coming back. I literally knew right there that his run in America was over. I knew it was done. There was no coming back.
You ever heard the story that, like, Stephanie McMahon wanted him to take the mask off?
Uh-huh.
God damn, what a mistake that was.
What a mistake. So stupid.
It was over. It was
over. I knew it was right there.
Like, part of me, I wish if I could go back in time, I wouldn't fucking stop whoever. No, I would just want to be sitting in the room with you while you watch that live and just watch the poor despair.
Like, listen, so like, Ultimo Dragon, we talk about this all the time, but Ultimo Dragon is one of the greatest professional wrestlers to ever live. One of the most influential professional wrestlers to ever live. And one of my favorite top 5 wrestlers of all time. My favorite masked wrestler of all time.
Oh my god!
And it's just over. Every time we bring this up, I can feel my heart ache a little more. It is a crack that will never heal.
That truly is one of my top 3 favorite stories.
You're gonna get
of life.
Right. You're gonna. I'm gonna die. I don't know. Conservatively, 30 years from now, and if we're lucky, and. They're gonna autopsy me and they're gonna crack open my chest and there's gonna be a little faint scar, a little bit of an opening, and they're like, "What the hell? What is this from?" There seems to be some sort of perforation in the left ventricle, and somebody's gonna have to slip in and be like, "Oh, so an Ultimo Dragon slipped in WrestleMania, broke his heart, and he never recovered."
You can open up the other scar tissue and be like, "Oh, it's what Tatanka turned."
Right, that one's healed over. That's just a callus in my heart. That's
the day you realize, man, this whole life thing is going to be tough.
So there's just going to be a little fatty deposit in my aorta and it has a little red mohawk.
Oh my god, it's just
Like, why is this shaped like a buffalo? This is very weird.
That's the good shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you buy anything this week?
Well, before we get into that, I do want to mention one thing about Stardom. So Super Juniors is coming up for New Japan. No New Japan this week. Stardom has another show coming up at the end of the month, and it's a fucking pay-per-view.
Oh, is it really?
All they do is pay-per-views.
Yeah, so New
Get your money.
Starts, live recording of this right now starts in a couple hours.
Yeah. But anyway, so lots of Super Juniors coming up and a Stardom show in a couple weeks. But did I buy anything this week? I did. Well, technically I didn't because I haven't paid you for anything yet. Good luck getting your money.
I'll get it back with interest.
But thanks to you and thanks to Adam Van, I got my hands on the Ultimate Bret Hart.
Yes, you did.
Which I was able to cancel even right before they gave it an official ship date.
Literally, right before.
And also today surprised with a Paulie Dangerously.
Yes, sir.
I just need to find a duster. I'm sure somebody makes a generic duster.
Are you going to have it be, because you either have it be WCW Paulie.
Right.
Or you could throw the hat on it and get the duster and have
ECW so Paulie. I don't have.
It's a 2-in-1.
Yes. I don't have any appropriate Dangerous Alliance figures. I don't have a Stunning Steve. I don't have an Arn.
You gotta get a Stunning Steve.
That new Stunning Steve with the robe and the U.S. belt would go really good with it.
Sure would.
But I don't have any of those. So I would like for it to be ECW, even though I don't have a ton of ECW figures either.
But hey, still, that's like early ECW Paulie too.
But you're right. But here's the thing: if I get the duster, I can pose it like in Beyond the Mat, where he tells everyone to thank Terry Funk for his contributions with my plethora of Terry Funk fig. Tony Funk? That's just how sick I am.
Who the fuck is Tony Funk?
You'll find out. He's coming.
So,
it's Tony Funk.
Oh, jeez. Did you buy anything else?
I'm wearing, I forgot to mention this shift. I got this the other day, but I did buy it last week and forgot. I Love Is Love Muda and Tajiri shirt.
Should have worn that tomorrow for Doug.
That benefited the Trevor Project. Yeah. And it's on Bella Canvas, in case you were wondering.
I meant to buy it, I just completely forgot.
So I was happy because they advertised it on pink, and I was going to buy it anyway, but it was on black.
Yeah.
It's the great Muda and Tajiri pre-mist pose.
Cool, man.
So I got that one, and it's pink, and I like that. Did I buy anything else other than those 2 action figures? I bought a Lego Star Wars set that was half off at Target.
Sure did.
Which I'm still currently putting together, and it was having so much fun. Because apparently they were marked as a repack, but they were never opened. Apparently, I saw on Reddit that if something like slips through the cracks in the back room of Target or is on the shelves for too long, instead of like returning it, the managers will just mark it as a repack and put it in clearance. Because these were like a little bit of an older set, I guess. But it's an AT-AT. Comes with a bunch of cool minifigures. It's a really cool set, but it was half off. It was a $160 Lego set that I got for $80. And like I build almost exclusively Star Wars Legos, except for the Dom Toretto one that I have sitting waiting to be built. But I'm just not the kind of guy that would spend $160 or whatever on a Lego set myself. But I was super happy to have this. And there were 3 other ones. I should have bought them too and flipped them.
Should have.
But I was concerned that if I opened it up, something would be missing, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
So, but that I think is it. How about you, pal?
So before we move on from Terry Funk,
Yes,
Doug and I were having a conversation today about how we should all strive to be more like Terry Funk.
you all should strive to be like Terry Funk.
Because I sent him a picture. Anytime the picture of Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan wearing the FUNB pops up on my Twitter, I always send it to Doug.
Yeah.
And he texted me last night. He's like, "Are you rewatching WCW 2000?"
Yeah.
I said, "Doug, I think my mind is stuck in the mindset of where I'm living WCW 2000."
Right.
And then he was like, "I mean, WCW 2000 did rock. Terry Funk got kicked by a horse and threatened to kick the horse's ass."
It's true.
Yeah. And then I said I was also a big fan of him throwing a whole raw chicken at Dustin Rhodes.
Well, this was the anniversary of Slamboree 2000, which is him Norman. For the WCW Hardcore title.
Yeah, I said we need to strive to be more like Terry Funk. He said if we all did that, we wouldn't have any problems like we do now. Tough day at work, put a ladder on your head and spin around unsafely as possible. Argument with your spouse, do a moonsault onto a pile of chairs.
Absolutely.
Said restaurant, get your order wrong, pour motor oil all over yourself and call yourself a Florida cracker. And Doug said he did that at Wawa the other day and got a free meatball hoagie.
There you
go. So yeah. We should all be more like Terry Funk.
Agreed.
So, yeah, I have 2 things.
Yes.
3 things, technically.
Okay.
Thank you to the Vansky. Hashtag thank you, Vansky. When he texted us the other day.
Yeah.
I saw it first and I was immediately like, yo, brother, I'll come meet you right fucking now at Target.
Right.
So, I needed the Samu to complete my head shrinkers.
Yes.
Because I got the Fatu a couple weeks ago. But Samu popped up. And that son of a bitch was like, the Chase is here too, right? It's like, yeah, but I don't need it. It's fine. And he's like, you're just gonna leave a Chase on the pegs. And I was like, oh man, you motherfucker. He goes, all right, if you get the Chase, I'll get this Target exclusive like Ken or Star Wars Boba Fett or something like that. I was like, all right, man, let's fucking do it. We're walking out, and he goes, I don't need this, and puts it back. I was like, you son of a bitch, you.
Oh man,
I'm like, come on, you fucker, you bamboozled me.
Because in my hay fever-addled brain, which set of Samoans goes with the Paulie as manager?
Samoan SWAT team.
And that's the regular? That's not the Chase? That's the Chase. Okay, I can't.
So,
I don't know which one's in
on
which.
Samu, for the Samoan SWAT team, his hair is like brown instead of
really?
Black. And he has the Samoan SWAT team tights.
Okay.
So... And he's like, you're just going to leave a Chase on the pegs? Right. And I was like...
Well, when you got the Paulie, you're going to want him to go with the right team.
Yeah, but then I have to get the Fatu now,
Well, everyone out there in podcast listening land, if you come across a Chase Fatu, hook a brother up.
No, seriously, I do need it. And then he texted me the other day and was like, yo, go to Target. They say they have 2 Paulies there.
Yeah.
So he went, and he got me a Paulie.
There you go.
And I tried to cancel my Target order.
Yeah.
And they're like, too late. And I was like, all right, that's whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's why I was like, oh, you'll want it. Yeah. So I was like, perfect. That works for me. So I'm meeting up with him Saturday morning to obtain the Paulie. I just got to get the Chase Fatu now.
If I didn't know that Hitman was there, I probably would have pulled the trigger on that dude selling the Chase Suzuki.
I saw that
for $50.
Good price, man.
Because that's $10 cheaper for
Good
shipping
price.
that they are.
Yep.
And I was like, and the white is I don't remember where else he's worn that, but he wore that in that match against Okada in the rain.
It's incredible. I think about buying that one all the time, but I have the normal one.
Yeah,
but I kind of want that one too.
If I don't know if somebody bought that or not, but if it's still floating around, maybe I'll pick it up. But that
dude's pretty good with his prices.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah.
That's all that I bought. I bought a White Gold Industries X-Men shirt.
Oh yeah, all right, cool.
It was the '90s cartoon design, so
nice.
I was like, I want this.
Nice.
Because then I love the '90s cartoon, and this makes me want to rewatch it.
There you go.
What was the first 2 episodes? Night of the Sentinels?
Yeah, I think so.
I think those were the first 2, part 1 and 2.
Yeah, because it opens up in the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Morph dies when they break into the...
what a show.
Yeah, and they capture Beast. And then Beast doesn't want to escape from prison because he wants to go to trial because he's a good man.
Oh, man, we need to
The X-Men cartoon was amazing.
And what? X-Men 97's?
Yeah. Supposedly they're bringing it back. Yeah.
Can't fucking wait.
Yep.
All right, well,
that's it.
That's
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. This has been We Need Wrestling. You can find us online at We Need Wrestling on your social medias. Email the show at WeNeedWrestling@gmail.com. WeNeedWrestling.com to find the podcast. We're a proud member of the soon-to-be-named network at STBN Network on Twitter, soon-to-be-named-network.com, soon-to-be-named-network.tumblr.com. Tons of shows there. Final Wrestling Place, Long Box Heroes After Dark, At Odds with Wrestling, our other podcast, Wings on Wings, Profane Argument, Hayabusa, I guess is going to have a second episode at some point.
Next month.
Go there, go there, check them out, listen to get your podcasting heart's desired, sign up for Patreons, give people money, do your thing, lots of crazy stuff going on. Other than that, we will be back next week with Super Juniors and whatever the hell else is dropping.
Super Juniors.
And hopefully I will be not in allergy hell.
Yeah.
But thanks for listening. Thanks for putting up with me.
Fucking Allegra.
I'm going to because I take one before bed and I take one in the morning. And I took a Zyrtec in between. So
they're going to bust out of that Sublime song. Smoke 2 joints in the morning.
I don't know. No,
smoke 2 joints at night.
No.
Smoke 2 joints, then I smoke 2 joints. Something feel all right.
Yeah, I like Sublime.
That might not be how that song goes.
I have no idea.
Their cover of Hope by Descendants is really good.
Yeah.
You ever hear it?
Yeah,
it's good. I like it.
I like them a lot. And like Date Rape's a fun song. So goodbye, everybody.
You're listening to the soon-to-be-named network, the Lamborghini of podcast networks.
Knock it off, nerds!